Thank you, Minister Tom Lembong, for that very refreshing view of two very different aspects of what we're interested in. I was particularly taken by the remarks you made regarding the first point about US dollar liquidity. This is the real world we live in. And it also relates to the second point of gravity. We basically live in a world where international finance dominates our markets, and we are very much at the mercy of forces beyond our control in this part of the world. As you rightly pointed out, we are in a position where if the US economy recovers much faster than expected, the Fed is going to raise rates faster than expected, and there's going to be a huge outflow of capital. And for no fault of ours, we're going to see huge gyrations now, currencies, and lots of people who lose money. Is this the kind of system that we are happy with? What we need to do, one proposal is really that we should really buffer ourselves by rapidly increasing financial integration. So we don't have the situation today where we save a lot of this part of the world, but we export money to the US, which then comes back to us in a very destructive way. How do you think we can maybe do something on our own within ASEAN? Provide that buffer.
Yeah, well, I think if you look at history, financial history is probably a cycle of long periods of stability, punctuated by moments of turmoil, which ultimately are probably a transitional sort. Right? Again, in the 1980s and 90s, finance was not as globalized and at high speed as today. Now we have high-speed trading, we have algorithms trading autonomously, so the velocity is so fantastic these days. And I believe that the turmoil we're seeing in currency markets and markets is the world coming to grips with new technology, high-speed trading, velocity. And as I mentioned in my remarks, I think the painful birth of a new global reserve currency with the renminbi, and it is birthing pains that they're experiencing. I mean, the traditional perspective would be, all right, let's devalue our currencies, let's export as much as we can for dollars, right? Build up our buffers, and I'm sure a lot of that has to happen, right? I think for macroeconomic stability, Bank Indonesia, Bank Negara, other central banks who are perceived to not have adequate stocks of our currency, will have to generate dollars via exports, via inward investment. But I really do believe that going renminbi, right, would have an important fresh source of liquidity. We can build up our buffers not only in dollars or euro, but also in renminbi. And that kind of, in my view, goes hand in hand with ASEAN remodeling our economies to cater to the new Chinese economy, right? So in the past, there was an old Chinese economy that was very keen on minerals and oil and gas and commodities. That economy is disappearing. Right? It's going away, but a new Chinese economy is emerging. More around services and consumerism and tourism and ASEAN as China's backyard. We have to adjust with our customer, right? But again, to me, it's natural that I see China as a customer, and one way to make a customer more comfortable is to accept their currency as payment.
Thank you. We don't have much time, so maybe I can open up the floor. But yes, there's a question over there, and a question over there.
Minister, wonderful speech. I'm tempted to ask a question which would be both wise and kind. Today's mankind, half of them live less than $2.5 a day as we speak today. Largest group of them in Asia. And 20% of them live below $1.25 a day. We are at a dichotomous stage where we say global economic slowdown, where half of mankind is looking for food, essentials, and improving the quality of their lives. What would you see to be the shifts that we need apart from embracing on the extreme of socialism? What is responsible governance for governments, corporations, businesses, people? Because it would be wise and it would be kind to put that center stage. Thank you.
Thank you. If you don't mind, yeah, because no, I think my favorite phrase to answer that question is from a beloved Indian economist named C.K. Prahalad, and he wrote a book called The Fortune at the Bottom of the Pyramid. And the example he gives in the book that's very famous is consumer brands like Unilever or Procter & Gamble created a whole new market among the poor by selling shampoo in sachets rather than big bottles. Right? They discovered that a big bottle has a very low per unit cost, but has a very high nominal cost, making it unaffordable to the poor. And just by breaking it into smaller sachets, the per unit cost is sky high, but it breaks it into smaller nominal amounts that make it affordable to the poor. Now, if you look at the economic boom in the 1980s, 90s, a lot of it was driven by the rise of emerging markets. And basically the rise of the poor, right, as people went from $1,000 per capita to $2,000 per capita to $3,000 per capita. Especially multinationals benefited tremendously from that. Right? Now, why has the machine broken down? Right? Why are we failing to make the investments that are needed to tap the bottom of the pyramid? I actually believe that one of the easiest sources of future growth continues to be the fortune at the bottom of the pyramid, continues to be emerging markets, the poor, right? If they can find a way to increase their productivity, increase their earning power, right? Multiplied by, like I said, there's the vast majority of the world, multiplied by hundreds of people. That's a whole new growth engine of purchasing power that then resources and man from which the world is so lacking. But at the root of it all, I think we have to all work together to improve the culture, to improve the corporate culture. And it's very possible. There's another favorite economist of mine lately. You probably know this one, Andrew Smithers. And he talked about corporate compensation, CEOs, how we're compensated as CEOs these days. The unfortunate side effect of stock options, right? And again, those of us who are very facile with financial matters, options increase value if volatility increases, right? So, rewarding chief executives, corporate executives with a lot of options encourages them to really rocket the share price up, but not invest in long-term, steady growth. So I do see at the root of this short-termism of corporate greed is this culture that's just gone from 1970s and 80s where we sort of felt like the bottom pyramid, working on putting in the hard work to grow the emerging markets to something much short-term, more cynical.
It's the incentive structure, right?
Yes. Yes.
Really, and it's embedded now. Can it change? There's scope for reform.
So, I happen to have become quite a big believer in the power of leadership, right? And every generation, I believe, a set of leaders emerges. Sorry to use a religious example, but Pope Francis. Pope Francis, perhaps in generations past, people like Nelson Mandela, but I think even those of us who are not Pope Francis can do a lot to shift the culture, shift the dialogue through our words, our actions, our priorities, our behaviors, right? And again, I think it's a conscious decision to change our words, to change our actions, to change our behavior.
Certainly, a few good leaders can make a huge difference. But again, it comes back to the incentive structure. So if you look at Angela Merkel, Chancellor of Germany, she made the right moral decision to open up to the Syrian refugees. But what happened to her? huge political backlash, plus 1,800 last year. So the incentive structure again discourages mobility.
I think not necessarily, with Chancellor Merkel, be careful because I grew up in Germany as a child, right? But again, leaders, including Chancellor Merkel, perhaps, all of us, we're so technocratic. We're very technocratic, and we come to a system that rewards those of us who get the best grades, right? So all of us are growing up in a system where we're incentivized to show off that we're the smartest people in the room, that we're the smartest. When we didn't come to a system that rewards us for being the kindest, right, or the most humane, and look, a lot of these issues are probably correct from a technocratic perspective. But again, our lack of humanity, our ability to imbue our arguments with stories, narration, but focus too much on numbers, statistics, macro. I think we're losing. I think we're losing energy. I think they have no idea what we're talking about. I think research shows that people respond to stories, right? And again, it's anathema to us scientifically applied, because you can't take like a story and extrapolate it to a population of a story. But this is not about that. It's not about the validity of technocratic policy. It's about bringing leadership and bringing our people on board. How do we get them to understand and absorb it, support it not just intellectually but emotionally, immediately, nostalgically.
I think I've got a question, and you say that. Two quick questions.
I'm not sure I Well, Minister Lembong, when you began speaking, you might sound eccentric. But let me say that as you spoke on, I thought what you said about morality came from a tradition that is now emerging. You use the word morality, but I've heard the word ethics, governance, the people, humanity. I'm reviewing a book called The Human City right now. The return to the people and values is there. And I think it's a response to some of the things we are seeing. Thomas Piketty, in fact, came up with the book Inequality. Now everyone wants to look at inequality in cities and in countries. And I think we are responding to what's happening to planet Earth, climate change, which brings about a great deal of the sort of new disasters and profound disasters, and to what happened in the United States over the financial crisis. I just saw the big shot on the airplane, and you could see the absence of morality there, or the absence of values or ethics. And I think we are all striving to get at something there. So the conversation has swung the pendulum from technology figures, economic results, now towards more the human base. And I think that's where you come from. Am I right?
I think it's just not, I still feel that it's just not customary to use words like kindness and wisdom among business circles, among technocratic circles, especially in that way, in the way they really mean it. Most political systems, it's a slaughterhouse, right? It's like a slaughterhouse to the top, to get power. And I worry, actually, the answer to all of our problems is both simpler and harder. But it is as simple as kindness. It is as simple as wisdom. But that's really, really hard. It's really, really hard. It's much easier to be smart. It's much easier to be really smart, really knowledgeable, really expert. But yeah, I think you're right, Professor Chen. I think the time started. And again, I think the gap is that, it's hard to imagine right now corporate executives, being like Francis, or being kind and caring, right? More so than expert and technical and scientific.
Thank you, Minister Thomas. My name is Masashi Yokai, University of Tokyo, Japan. I teach students, future leaders, but somehow we never talk about the words you use. Care, be kind, be generous, be wise. I think you have reminded us of the importance of emphasizing these points to nurture future leaders. I have two quick technical questions, maybe policy questions. One is on the renminbi. The other one is on trade policy for Indonesia. Renminbi, for the renminbi to become really an international liquidity currency, renminbi has to be fully converted. Renminbi has to be freely traded, no matter for, no matter what the purposes are, for speculative purposes or for, real purposes. For other currencies have fully developed financial markets and derivatives markets. They have a full convertibility. Okay, I want to see your view. Second, how is Indonesia prepared for completing the RCEP? And is Indonesia able to join TPP at some point in the very near future?
Thank you, Professor Kawai. On the renminbi full convertibility, I think we're going through a rough stretch right now. This is a very difficult period where, for various reasons, confidence in the renminbi is low. I personally believe that lack of confidence is entirely unwarranted. I actually think that China's economy is doing fine. They're making good progress in going through the transition that they need to go through. But it's very difficult to persuade markets once they make up their mind, right? But I believe that even later this year or next year, many speculators and commentators will be humiliated. Much in the same way that many speculators and commentators should be humiliated today for having forecast the catastrophic breakup of the euro 3 or 4 years ago. Right? I mean, if you think back 3 or 4 years ago, so many people said, "Oh, the euro is toast, it's finished, so it's a break apart to smithereens, it's a big mistake to begin with, and look where the euro is now." Right? Of course, there'll be challenges of volatility. There'll be crises of confidence. That's the nature of finance. It is with confidence, and with confidence comes a really crisis of confidence. But I think the euro, is very much alive, and I believe that apocalyptic pronouncements about, the yuan, renminbi, being used for a massive devaluation are similarly misplaced. I think the Chinese government is now already successfully humiliating and punishing speculators. Hundreds of millions of dollars worth of options are going worthless, even as we speak, because the currency has been more stable than expected. I think a few things. First, I believe that the U.S. economy will continue to progress very nicely. Right? I believe that employment wages will be rising, and I believe what's going to happen next is U.S. will suck in a lot of imports, especially from China. Right? And as the trend normalizes and resumes, and China's currency reserves can stabilize, potentially even go up again, right? That's probably a good time for China to allow more convertibility, right? In the meantime, I believe you can save time by going with very delimited arrangements just on trade, right? So if, for example, the respective central banks and the respective trade ministries of Indonesia and China had a very organized, redenomination of trade from dollar to renminbi, very coordinated, so that the renminbi doesn't leak out to speculative channels, right? That would save us valuable time on the needed transition to the renminbi. Now, on Indonesia's readiness for trade, I think my senior and predecessor, Mr. Lutfi, gave a very good flavor for the mood in Indonesia these days. It really is very much deregulation. It is very much dismantling protectionism and opening up. Actually, in President Jokowi's speeches these days, time and again, he conveys that he's boiled down to just two things: openness and competition. Right? He wants Indonesia to be open because he believes that it's a binary choice: either you're open or you're closed. If you're closed, you deprive yourself of all the benefits of globalization, right? But we don't want Samsung smartphones, we don't want iPhones, we don't want, all these things that globalization brings. So the other choice is you're open, right? And then, as a pragmatist, you see so many examples, right, where competition brings out the best in us. Indonesia used to have only 3 airlines. Service was terrible, and ticket prices were sky high. And then in the early 2000s, the government deregulated, and we went from 3 airlines to 80. The ticket prices plummeted, choices proliferated, and today the aviation sector may be 4 or 5 times larger than it was in the early 2000s, only 3 airlines. And the Garuda Airways, which always used to be the butt of jokes, right? Terrible service, always late, and went bankrupt a couple of times, and yelled at the government. After coping with all this competitive pressure, now they're one of only 7 airlines in the whole world to have achieved coveted Skytrax 5-star, right? So one of the 7 best airlines in the world now Garuda. Competition. Gas stations used to be a monopoly owned by oil company for coming out. Then the government of President Yudhoyono deregulated, opened up. Became 4 or 5 gas station brands: Shell, Petronas, ExxonMobil, Total, came in. Pertamina gas stations used to be terrible. It used to be dark, poorly lit, dilapidated, service was terrible, the product was suspicious, right? It was watered down gasoline. Today, Pertamina gas stations have been renovated. They're shiny, bright, great service, the credit cards, mini marts. And guess what? Petronas already shut down and abandoned the industry. Only Total, Shell, if you want, but clearly competition is what our best of us. So basically, Mr. Kawai, I think Indonesia wants to open up, right? I think like getting married or having children, there's never a good time for it. When President Jokowi was visiting President Obama in Washington, one of the events was a roundtable with the Chamber of Commerce, and basically he answered one question that happened to be the CEO of IT there. He said, "Well, the answer is very simple, ladies and gentlemen. The answer is just do it." So that's our attitude or our view with respect to TPP, FTAs with the European Union and Australia. We just have to do it, and let's just get on with it. Yes, there's drawbacks as well as benefits, but it just has to be done. Let's just do it.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid we are well over time. Draw the session close. I think you agree that Mr. Lembong has given us very interesting, very different insights to a number of the topics. So please join me. Thank you.